Time now for the Beer Channel. 11 o'clock news and it's late Monday night, September 28, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Late night news and at 11 o'clock this late Monday night here. Top story at 11 o'clock here is United Nations, where President Obama and Russian President Vladimir Putin laid out sharply competing visions on Monday about how to tackle the ongoing conflicts in Syria and elsewhere in the Middle East, with each blaming the other for the region's turmoil. New York, Donald Trump has vowed to drastically cut the income taxes of millions of Americans across the wealth spectrum while casting aside loopholes and problems on Wall Street. Scientists have the first time confirmed liquid water flowing under the surface of President Mars. A finding that will add to the speculation of life that it ever arose around. There could persist now. Washington, U.S. Congress move on Monday to arrest legislation President Obama that avoids a government shutdown on Thursday as the new fiscal year starts, while Senate inside a bitter Republican feud over money for Planned Parenthood. Sacramento, California, extreme sports performer Eric Warner died in a skydiving accident near Lake Tahoe, California on Monday after he struck a tree at 4 he said. In one of the most surprising announcements during his visit to the United States, President Xi Jinping of China announced on Monday during his speech to the United Nations General Assembly that this country would offer more money and more troops to aid. Beijing, with the conclusion of Millennium Development Goals in 2015, the international community is now adopting an even more expensive set of sustainable development and goals for the future. Beijing, Washington. On Friday morning, Chinese President Xi Jinping enjoyed a symbolic 5 point of his first state visit to the United States at 21 gun salute institute with President Obama outside the White House. Sana'a, Yemen, warplanes in the war of the Saudi Arabia-led military coalition bombed the wedding party on Yemen's Red Sea coast on Monday, killing at least 70 civilians, according to 2 local officials and a relative of one of the victims. Former president seems to show his missile sob, as she was sentenced Monday to 7 years in prison for helping 2 convicts escape with tools smuggled in hamburger meat. The execution of the Oklahoma inmate could proceed on Wednesday. A deeply divided state appellate court ruled on Monday, rejecting the lawyer's request for a new hearing to prevent evidence today say this shows that he's innocent. Pennsylvania Madison police custody accused of physically abusing a young autistic son of his girlfriend, including forcefully removing 3 of the boy's teeth. NTSB board member Earl Wiener gives an update Sunday on a Ryder Ducks fatal accident ongoing investigation as the state suspends Ryder Ducks operations. Traders work on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange as the stock's pummeled Dow dives 300 points, SP down 2.5%. Millions of diesel power cars built by Volkswagen don't comply with emission regulations as facing that problem could turn into a nightmare for Volkswagen. In a hassle and rush to the New York, some diners at a stage store may not even notice that the extra 3 or 4 cents takes by their lunch as chip cards will require users to rubber and swipe. U.S. stocks finished lower sharply on Monday, were on track for the worst quarter in 4 years. Investors worried about the health of China's economy and potential back in the timing of the U.S. Middle Walker, the daughter of Paul Walker, has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Carmaker Porch nearly 2 years after her father's death in question set of Clarita, California. Nashville, Tennessee singer Bonnie Brown, who will be inducted in the Country Music Hall of Fame in October as part of the group The Browns, announced on Monday that she has lung cancer. At first glance, it's hard to imagine being capable of surviving frigid waters on the shore of Antarctica, but in fact, the Antarctic coastline is home to a unique ecosystem that's been in place for millions of years, dominated by salt. Bless me. There are a few slips between discovering an animal's fossil and testing out what it looked actually like as step in. Ever since Europe's Rosetta Probe landed on the surface of the comet in the last year, scientists have been puzzled out over the rubber-duck shape. Global warming deal nearly before it's too late, as French President Francois Hollande is warning that this time with global warming conference at press could be the last chance to save the Earth. British scientists have answered the minister's question of why some black lung smokers have few, if any, major lung problems alive as long as they're non-smoking peers. Boston's new study shows that gene tests can help many women with early-stage breast cancer avoid chemotherapy and still beat the disease. Late one afternoon this summer, Dr. Laura J. Esserman, a breast cancer surgeon at the University of California, San Francisco, said that the doctor room scrutinized a breast MRI. London, the first patient had been treated written in the pioneer trial for a new treatment for the Pfizer derived from embryonic stem cells designed for patients with a condition that can cause blindness. Here, Joe Newsom, a low 5. Time to go look at a travel report on this late Monday night here. Looking at the map here, and it's 95 on the left-hand side. It is slow from Route 10 in Providence all the way out to Route 10 in Cranston here. 195 on the eastbound side, so from Route 6 in Swansea to Route 103 in Somerset here. On the Mass Park on the westbound side, we got an accident here. On the Mass Park on the westbound side, in Auburn, so expect some delays here. 290 in the both ends, it is slow from Auburn all the way to Route 122 in Worcester here. I-8 for the eastbound side, so from Wilton to Union, Connecticut here. Mass Park on the westbound side, so for the Grafton stretch. 120 on the northbound side, so for Route 1 and all the way out to Great Plain Avenue in Needham here. 120 on the westbound. Mass Park on the westbound side, so after Route 120 in Weston here. 120 on the northbound side, so on the Mass Park here. Mass Park on the westbound side, so from Logan to South Boston, and then it breaks again around Boston University here. 495 on the northbound side, so on Route 97 in Haverhill here. And all highways in New Hampshire and Maine are looking good here. As the rest of the highways and byways in New England on this late Monday night at 11:06 p.m. here. And look at that MBTA alerts here at 11:06 here. Green Line D branch conspiracy to modern delays due to the stable train at Beaconsfield. And on the conveyor rail, Haverhill Line train 210 9:05 a.m. from April delayed weekdays 10-20 minutes and 9 November Good Friday off to 23rd. And fares are looking good. Fair Challenge Newsom, 11:07 10 for weather report here, and it's the latest on Tropical Storm Joaquin here. It's central location 26.7 to the north, 70.4 to the west. Max the same winds 40 miles an hour. Movement southwest at 5 miles an hour here. And the latest local advisory is the pressure strength to Tropical Storm Joaquin. The 10th name during the season at 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The center of Tropical Storm Joaquin was located near latitude 26.7 to the north, longitude 70.4 to the west. Joaquin is moving toward the southwest near 5 miles an hour as slow westward motion is expected during the next couple of days here. Max the same winds have gusted and increasing near 40 miles an hour with higher gusts, slow straight winds forecast for the next 48 hours. Tropical force wind that out southeast will up to 105 miles from the center. The estimated minimum set temperature is 1,002 millibars here. As one model says it's going to run out of steam, another model is going to make landfall at Virginia and North Carolina coast. But it says Monday, and it is 5-6 days away. So keep posted for further forecast here. As we take a look at the 7-day forecast, it goes like this. As I hope you enjoyed this beautiful, beautiful day today because it's going to change. As tonight, actually, showers at 2 a.m. Petrograd before 11 p.m. Then Petrograd after midnight. Otherwise, most clouds got low at 61 degrees. South wind about 3 to 5 miles per chest page to 20%. And Tuesday, chance of showers by afternoon. Petrograd before 10 a.m. was most clouds got about 79 degrees. South wind about 5 to 10 miles per gust height 24 miles an hour. Chest page to 3%. New principal amounts less than 7 inches possible. Tuesday, showers likely then showers possibly at Tesla after 1 a.m. Petrograd after 11 p.m. Blue at 62 degrees and south wind about 6 to 8 miles per gust height 21 miles an hour. Chest page to 8%. New wave about between 1.5 inches possible. Wednesday, showers possibly at Tesla. Substance produce every rainfall. Petrograd before 10 a.m. was high at 69 degrees. South winds from about 6 to 11 miles per coming north of the afternoon. Chest page to 9%. New wave about between 1 and 2 inches possible. Wednesday, showers Petrograd between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Lower at 50 degrees. Breeze with a north wind about 17 to 21 miles an hour. Chest page to 8%. So, the North High School boys varsity soccer game with Halston at non-high school at 3:30 p.m. could be in jeopardy definitely due to the wet weather here. Thursday, check the showers class got about 58 about 48 degrees. Chest page is 50%. Thursday, drilling in 30% by Thursday night here. Friday, check the showers class got about 58 about 49 degrees. Chest page is 45%. Saturday, check the showers Petrograd before 80 was. Most guys got about 60 about 51 degrees. Chest page is 45%. Sunday, check the showers. Most guys got about 64 about 40 degrees. Chest page is 35%. And for Monday, Park says got about 64 degrees. Not temperature at 11:09 p.m. Podcast guys, 65 degrees, humidity 97%. And that is going to be it for the Peter channel. 11 o'clock news of the late Monday night, September 28th, 2015. Good night. See you tomorrow morning. Good night.